Hello, welcome to this information video on pre and perinatal psychology, a new training that begins in September and runs for 2 years. We'll meet from September to early December, take off the winter for a break or wherever you are, that December and January space, and meet again in the end of February through June and take another break for integration for 2 years. So happy you're here and that you're interested. My name is Janet Evergreen, and this is part of my team.
My name is Amanda Ratchin, and I am Janet's office assistant and also have been a PPN assistant since 2023.
And I'm Millie Shipe. I also help in the office. I've taken several classes with Janet, and I'll be taking PPN in the fall too.
And so as we begin, just finding a settling, always good. Each meeting will settle. We'll just arrive and feel what it is to be in our own body and to be with each other. So you might want to close your eyes. You might want to feel your seat and your feet. And a sense of support for the deep heart work that we're going to do and the sharing of who we are and our lineages. We work a lot generationally, and how we can connect and be present in our world and co-create an even better world. We're taking these studies and these trainings from the many years that I've had the honor to study with Myrna Martin from Canada. We'll be working with her manual that she co-wrote with Ray Castellino, and Ray was her teacher. So this is our lineage, and now there's more and more of us who are teaching the pre and perinatal psychology course, and we hope that you'll join us and be able to share the work with others in your community. This is my 7th time going through this 2-year program, and each time I go deeper, my nervous system can settle more, and I can feel my seat and my feet and my heart being able to meet the moment and be in relationship as not only teacher, but also fellow learner and student on the path.
So in terms of who benefits from this training, really anyone can take this training who has a body and a nervous system and wants to benefit from learning this material. But especially social workers, therapists, counselors, birth workers, body workers. We have a full range of people who have attended these classes the last few times, and really I think it enhances your practice no matter what field that you're in. And anyone, if you're a parent, because I myself am not a clinician, but if you're a parent, you can also benefit from this material as well.
And Amanda's been in this curriculum before she was married, as part of getting married, as part of David coming to be with us and being in class pregnant, and now she'll be in class as a mom. So many of us have been through these cycles at different ways and different times. And yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let's see, Janet, can you tell us a little bit about the principles?
So these principles were co-created by Ray Castellino, Myrna Martin, and the communities that I've been training in. We keep looking at ways to create a safe space, and they're in the new manual on page 10 and page 11, and they start with welcoming. We've been welcoming David. Here's David. And to be able to welcome myself, to really give consent that I am willing to be here, I'm willing to share what's in my heart, what's in my life. There are many exercises that take us into exploration of what's true in this moment and what will benefit myself, my family, and my community through principles of safety, principles of contact, even by Zoom, where we're not physically able to touch each other as we do here, but to feel each other. And is it okay if I track this with you? Is it okay if we have a sense of eye contact across time and space? And it really is quite amazing. The groups that have worked with me by Zoom, and I teach a lot online, people become very close and very attuned to each other's needs and ways of learning. So we practice safety as much as we can, and we make mistakes. I always make mistakes. And then in part of the curriculum is how do we make repair, and to have that commitment that if something does come up, that we'll work with it, we'll work with you, and see how it is to go to the other side of any misattunement, any rupture, and come back together even more close and intimate with what our needs are.
So the curriculum is taught from the textbook, Welcome to the World, which is almost 400 pages long. It is all of the wonderful teachings from Myrna with additions and edits that Janet has made over the years to improve the text and make it easier to read and understand and easier to incorporate into your practice. There's over 50 exercises in the book, and these are exercises that participants will do during class time. Class time usually consists of a short discussion at the beginning, and then I guess almost 90 minutes of actual demo and practice time. So you really have a lot of opportunity to put this work into practice and benefit from it yourself, because you're taking a turn and also giving somebody else a turn while you're in class. Over the course of the 2-year program, there's 2 different certification levels. So by attending the 2-year study group, you receive a pre and perinatal educator certificate. There's also an option to certify as a pre and perinatal practitioner, which has additional requirements in addition to attending the 2-year study group. So this would be watching Myrna Martin's videos, doing a series of 12 creative home projects, which you'll have up to a year after the study group ends to complete. And also attending for birth process workshops as part of the certification. You'll get to do a birth process turn as part of the studio or the 2-year study group. So that will be at least one of them will be part of your class time.
And they'll be offered in Ecuador and in the Charlottesville area. And it's possible a team could travel to where you live if you have a Birthing Yourself weekend group. Yeah.
All right, so costs, benefits. We're going to put the prices on the website. You'll find them there. We have payment plan options. We have sliding scale options. You'll find it all on the website, which we'll link below, as well as how to register for the classes.
I'd like to say is this is the Charlottesville office team. We also have many people who have taken the program before who will be part of the team and assisting on the Zoom calls. And so when there's a breakout room, there'll always be one of us in your breakout room for support or to push the button for help for me to come. The other person and team are my friends in Ecuador. I've taught in Ecuador for over 15 years. I went for a month in January and a month in July, August. And many people from that community will be in this class. And I'm just so excited that we will have instant translation for people to tune into either the Spanish channel or the English channel, because we haven't had that before in the other Zoom calls. Only people who could speak English were coming. And so this is really super exciting to me that we'll have this bilingual option. and breakout rooms for English speakers and breakout rooms for Spanish speakers.
And we'll also have a Spanish translation of the textbook.
Mm-hmm.
So just to take a little bit of time to share some testimonials, I can just say from my own experience, I've been participating in the PPN group since 2023, and I'm currently an assistant in the current in-person group. I am not a clinician or a practitioner, but this material has really been profound for me. And because I've worked with multiple cohorts of participants, I can really see the ways in which it takes people's practice to the next level. And just the way that it has benefited me so much in different phases of my life. You know, when I'm working with someone, whether it's a body worker or a therapist, I would love for them to have this material because it has changed my life in pretty profound ways. And also just the somatic piece is really profound. And having done therapy in the past, that was purely talk therapy, the bringing the somatic work in, it really is life-changing. So I definitely recommend this work to anyone, especially if you are a therapist or a body worker or a doula or a midwife. But because I am sort of attending this as a layperson, I can also say that, if you're feeling shy about whether or not you belong in this group, you absolutely do if this is something that you care about.
I'll piggyback off of that. I also, I guess, would be a layperson as well. But very interested in the trauma world, very interested in the neurodiverse world. And so just interacting with this material in the office and with Janet and other classes, it truly is for anyone. And you'll learn so much more about yourself. I've learned so much about myself through this, about my kids, and really just every human I've interacted with in other places. I find that the material is very relevant. I'm very excited about all the attachment theory behind it. There's so many different layers and intersections in this particular material that I'm really excited to see kind of come all together and experience for myself. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really incredible experience for me, and I'm looking forward to meeting anyone who's going to join us.
Reach out if you have questions or comments. We're here for you. And thank you to the full team that supports us to take these steps towards being together. And thank you for your patience, David. Okay, reach out. Look forward to speaking to you soon.